All right, folks, this is Harris Sultan, and those of you who have followed me long enough would know that my optimist side never died. I have always said that my mind just cannot accept that the greatest civilization humanity ever came up with is just going to roll over and die. It just doesn't make any sense. How can you conquer the world? And not just through brute force, but through technology and science and education and building great societies and governments, everything. Western civilization defeated every other civilization on earth fair and square in every single department. Every single department. So, how can it eventually get to a stage where it becomes so cocky and so confident and so compassionate towards cultures who've been trying to bring it down for centuries and it wouldn't even wake up? So my mind just couldn't accept that. But that doesn't mean that the war is won. Far from it. But something good happened in the UK. And the whole reason of my interest in UK politics was that UK, being a cultural ancestor of Australia and America and Canada, very important country, might be small, but very important country. It was struggling against the spread of Islamism. And being an ex-Muslim and being quite educated on Islam and how Islam destroys societies, I got interested in UK politics. So I've been waiting for this moment for quite some time, for Rupert Lowe to come out, launch his political party, and give Nigel Farage a bit of check, because I haven't fully supported Nigel Farage because I'm not fully sure that he is going to do what this country needs. I genuinely don't believe that. I think Nigel Farage is a populist. He can be swayed and he can change his opinions on a dime. That's what I think. But people like Ben Habib of Advance UK, who, by the way, has also announced that he's going to be merging his political party with Rupert Lowe's Restore Britain. And I think that's going to be a good combination. So let me just quickly play you. So within 24 hours of launching, these are the current standings of Britain's political parties. Reform is still at the top with 25%. Green, that is scary, guys. So we might be doing good here and here. And if you want to throw them in as well, because I think they will change the tune as well. This adds up to what, 48%, okay? But this and this, that's 35, well, that's 45%. So it's pretty close, guys. It's pretty close. And of course, we're going to need all of the conservative voices to join forces. That's going to happen. It has to happen. If it's Nigel Farage or Rupert Lowe or even Kimi Badenoch, whoever party gets the most votes will get the prime minister. And it looks like the Tories are starting to change the tune. So I'm going to play you the shorter version of Rupert Lowe's launch video. I think that has become the biggest ad in the history of British politics. Have a look at this. It has had over 33 million views in 48 hours, okay? 33 million views. So I'm going to play you the shorter version of this. Let's have a listen.
This political party now exists for one reason: to restore Britain, to make it a better, safer, and more prosperous place for British men and women to raise their families. It will be difficult and it will be painful, but I assure you, it is possible.
I believe it.
I hope you will consider joining me on this journey and becoming a member of our party. It is our country. It is now our collective responsibility to act. Together, we will restore Britain. Thank you.
We'll have to restore Britain, guys. No need to apologize for anything. It's a very important country today. I hope you guys watched Marco Rubio's speech. Oh, I think JD Vance's speech was, I might actually give a reaction to it. It's an amazing speech. That's exactly how I feel towards all of our Western countries. This is a civilizational threat that we're facing. Western civilization is facing its worst challenge since Hitler's Nazi Germany. But I think this is going to be just messy. Bureaucratically, it's going to be messy, but there is a political solution to it. We can create a political solution. And Rupert Lowe has announced some of them. Let me go through some of these tweets that he's done. A Restore Britain government would immediately legislate to ensure that if an intruder breaks into your home and threatens your family, what happens to them is their problem. Currently, if someone breaks into my house as well, if I somehow get an upper hand and manage to subdue him violently, then I could go to jail. This is nonsense. That's why I love America. Injury or even death follows, you will not be prosecuted. The law will be on your side, as it should be. We have a comprehensive policy document ready to be published. We will outline exactly how the law can be changed and exactly how can we enhance the rights of decent British citizens. It'll be released very soon. Amazing, amazing, Rupert Lowe. But you're going to love this one. I was like, yeah, this is it. This is our first step. I reckon this is the best way to go about it, okay? On day one of a Restore Britain government, both halal and kosher slaughter would be outlawed. A lot of Jews are getting upset with that. I think I have a lot of Jewish followers as well. Sorry, guys, we have to do this, okay? We cannot victimize one group. If we apply a logic, we have to apply uniformly across the board. In Britain, we treat our animals with care. We do not brutally butcher them alive. It's cruel, it's sick, it's barbaric. Restore Britain would ban it. Excellent, excellent. And look what Muslims are doing. They posted this video of I don't think I could show you, but maybe I can, I'll try it. But it might be blurred, but it's not violent at all. It just shows a pig. He gets stunned in a machine. He gets held by a machine, gets stunned, and I think his neck is broken, but he doesn't feel a thing. And Muslims are like, Rupert Lowlife wants to ban halal because it's barbaric, and meanwhile this. And I said, well, he got stunned, you idiot. He didn't feel a thing. What would you like to be slaughtered as? Slowly slicing your neck? Or get stunned, put me under anesthesia, and then I don't know what happened. Sure, it's sad, but it cannot comprehend that. But it won't be painful, and that's what we want. And then some people are digging up old tweets of Rupert Lowe where I don't know if he took part or if he supported fox hunting. Fox are pests, as my understanding is. And hunting is not cruelty, it's survival. It's better to hunt your animal rather than grow them in farms and, put them through lifelong of stress. It's better to hunt them because hunting is just, they're getting hunted. They're trained for it. Animals get hunted all the time. And up until that point, at least they had a quality of life as nature intended it to be. So hunting is not bad at all. It's not cruelty. It's actually survival. And those hunters actually eat them. Well, actually, we can't eat fox. But I think it's only allowed when the numbers get out of hand. It's a culling season. We get pig infestation in Victoria. A lot of people go there and hunt wild boars because they destroy crops. So that's not cruelty. At least up until that point, they lived their lives as nature intended them to live. So they're full of bad arguments. So I think this is a critical moment in our history. We've got good news, by the way. In Australia, I don't know if you guys know, so our second mainstream political party, which is no longer the second biggest party because Pauline Hanson's One Nation has taken over as the second biggest party out of nowhere. But I knew it because we saw how Reform grew, how Marine Le Pen's party grew, how the AFD grew. So I knew that is going to happen. So that has shaken the Australian Liberal Party to its core. And we had a leadership coup in the Australian Liberal Party. And guess what? The incoming new leader is planning to ban immigrants from 13 countries with terrorist control regions. Why freaking not? So the Liberal Party, so these are the countries that are going to get banned. It's got parts of Philippines, it's got Afghanistan, it's got Somalia, it's got Yemen, Egypt, Libya, Algeria, Mali, Nigeria, and Cameroon. I guess someone has been watching the videos of these migrants behaving badly in Europe. Someone is paying attention. But the proposed policy could result in up to 37 regions under the control of 15 listed terrorist organizations being designated. Oh, by the way, Gaza, definitely. No questions asked. So no more migrants from Gaza under the Liberal Party's government, which is not going to happen anyway. We're not going to have the general election until 2027. So the tide is turning, guys. Right-wing voices are making a change. We're shaking up two-party systems. And it had to happen. This is why I'm saying every person, even if you have secondary and tertiary issues that do not completely align with Pauline Hanson's One Nation Party, all of us should be voting far right, I'd say. I mean, it's not far right. There are no far right parties in Australia at the moment. The Liberal Party was supposed to be the conservative voice of Australia, but it also drifted to the left. So it had to come back, and only One Nation could make them do that. So One Nation may not have the strongest policies on the housing crisis or all kinds of other problems, but this threat of inundation of migrants from other cultures, from foreign cultures, is an existential threat. Australia can only be prosperous if it remains Australia. If parts of it become the Middle East or Lebanon or India or what, it's not going to be Australia. It will be something else. I think it'll be a third world shithole, but it won't be Australia. Look what happens when you bring in people from third world cultures en masse. It has happened over there. It's going to happen here as well. So we need strong leadership, and this leadership is not going to come out of nowhere. That's the beauty of living in democracies. We can give rise to these politicians, just like Rupert Lowe has come out. I know he's always been there, but he's very popular. Within 48 hours, he's reached 10 percentage points. One Nation, for the first time ever, is sitting at 23% points. So it's growing. Things are growing. It's going to keep growing. And that will only happen if we remain clear about how we want to take our countries into the future.